Oh, that's my alarm letting me know it's time to get started. Good morning. Hello, hello. This is Black Renaissance Worldwide, BRW. I am Rochelle, your host for this week's 13th episode, The Marketplace. If you are here right now, you are witnessing infrastructure being laid brick by brick, week by week. The Marketplace is where we review the forged, spotlight what our diaspora is building, connect you to resources that serve our community, and lay out exactly what BRW needs to grow. This is the commerce floor, the exchange, the place where we turn vision into transaction. Let's open up with intention. We gather at this moment, conscious that time is a coordinate and space is a field, and that we are matter organized into meaning. We affirm that the intention behind every action in this space is directed toward the highest probable good for all conscious beings. Those here, those watching, those yet to arrive. We honor the full spectrum of human experience, every identity, every expression, every lineage, every struggle, every triumph. We acknowledge that we are entangled. What we build here ripples outward through networks we cannot fully map, but we are responsible for shaping. We enter this work with coherence, with clarity, and with the understanding that a world that works for everyone is not utopia. Oh my goodness. It is engineering. Let us begin. I cannot believe how popular I am this morning. I usually don't have to turn that off. Sorry, guys. It was two different calls coming in at the same time. Black Renaissance Worldwide is the global infrastructure for Black economic determination, the underground ecosystem. We begin as a directory. Think, the white pages meets the green book, meets marketplace, meets education, meets network, meets community. I keep meaning to add that, but it's on my heart. We evolve into a movement that builds all of the community infrastructures that are necessary. Farms, grocery stores, healthcare facilities, laundromats, anything you can think of, everything you can think of, okay? So every chapter, every board, every business, connected, self-sufficient and permanent this time, from boycott to buyout to build worldwide. We're gonna meet the diaspora in the middle. Welcome, flagship family. You built this chair that I'm sitting in, and now we're here together, so let's get to work. Our first segment for today's show is, of course, our weekly review of the Forge. And let me just make sure that I've got this turned off properly so that we don't get interrupted again. Typically, in our family, if we don't catch you the first time, we just keep calling. They'll just have to wait. Okay, so, book of the week. This week's book of the week was Harlem Rhapsody by Victoria Christopher Murray. Oh, and I meant to look it up. Let's do it right now while we're together. I called myself looking this up earlier today. So wait a minute. I'm already halfway through our last book of the week, which was King of Ashes by S.A. Cosby. But anyway, so Harlem, there you go. Harlem Rhapsody. Oh, I didn't do that properly. Harlem. There it is. Look, it's in the library. Look. And I'm borrowing. Okay, so this is my new book for the week. Hold on. Let me show you. All right, and I'll be listening to this next. I'm about halfway through my last book. I listen for entertainment, but I read for education, right? Okay. So Victoria Christopher Murray takes readers Welcome for joining us. Thank you so much. Takes readers into the world of Harlem's Black literary and social elite during the Harlem Renaissance, our first Renaissance, which was artful. It was where we were able to be artful. Our second Renaissance is financial. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. A time when Black excellence demanded its own stage and built it. This novel weaves real historical figures into a rich, lathered story that reminds us that the Renaissance we are building today has deep roots and a long lineage. Builders, this one belongs in every shelf in the ecosystem. Our creator of the week this week was a gentleman by the name of Corey X. Kenshin. Corey X, or Times, depending on who you are, Kenshin, thank you for joining, built one of YouTube's most beloved gaming channels on a foundation of genuine character, faith, and consistency. And his community follows him because he leads with love, not content. He proves that Black creators who stay true to their values can build multi-generational audiences that transcend any single platform. Pull up to his channel, support his work, and study the blueprint. And don't forget, he's right here. So Corey Times Kenshin, okay? And then this is Harlem Rhapsody, where I just downloaded the book. Oh yeah, so exciting. And then our forge for the week this week was the Greenwood Bank. Greenwood, I apologize. Greenwood Bank carries the name and the mission of the original Wall Street, a digital banking platform built specifically to serve Black and Latino communities with tools that circulate wealth inside the community. Every dollar banked with Greenwood moves through an institution that reinvests in Black businesses and organizations. Builders, your money is your vote. Put it somewhere that votes for you. And speaking of which, so you know how they say you're supposed to have, we're going to go off into left field a little bit this morning. So you know how they say that you're supposed to have 7 streams of income. Well, technically, this is my first stream of income. It hasn't yielded income yet, but we're building to that point, right? And God gave me another idea to help fuel this idea in the meantime, and that is called the car spot. I didn't know what else to call it. Not a huge deal. And I have my first appointment on Wednesday with a micro loan facility. And as a matter of fact, if I had known I was going to talk about this, I would have had that information readily available. But I'll tell you more about it as things go. So we'll see. It's after the forge for next week, so it'll probably be addressed during the marketplace, which is the perfect spot for it anyway. So I want you to know that we are out here, those of us who are trying to create, who are in a position to try and create. I know that not everybody is ready, not everybody wants to actually own a business. I mean, it's hard work. And some people just want to live and enjoy, and they still want to invest their dollars into the community. So for those of you who don't know, there are any number of things. Did you know? I felt so foolish. Did you know right here in Cincinnati, there is a Black owned, I think it's African owned if you really want the truth, but Black owned pharmacy, a pharmacy. We don't have to keep playing around. There is another store that mirrors Walgreens. My own family. I have the blessing and the curse, if you want to call it that, of having come from a family where we have had several business owners. My brother was a business owner. His wife is a business owner. His 2 oldest daughters are business owners. My grandfather, I'm not lying actually. My grandfather had his own business. It was Wimpy's Body Shop, and I wasn't smart enough to drill him while he was still here. By the time I wanted to do something, he was gone. And I'm getting to some place with this. My brother and sister's father, so my mother's first marriage, her ex-husband, he's now gone, rest his soul. He and my mother went to California years and years ago. As a matter of fact, he was one of the first two black pharmacists in Cincinnati at all. As a matter of fact, there were two gentlemen that were in the first pharmaceutical class in UC University here in Cincinnati. And so my mother and him went on a trip to California for shits and giggles, and they noticed a store that had goods in the front and a pharmacy in the back. And he came here to Cincinnati and built that. And now all we know about is Walgreens and these other places. Now that store no longer exists because neither of his two children, he has three all total, but neither of his two children at the time when he was retiring wanted to take over that business. So he sold it. And he actually had a little laundromat right next to it. My family has been inundated with creating for a very long time. I'm just, what do you call that? The black sheep, I guess. It took me a long time. Even my mother has had her own business. She had a reflexology business in Atlanta, Georgia, and we even opened up a body care shop with all natural products and crystals and all the fun stuff that goes along with spirituality. So anyway, I come from a long line of business owners and creators, and it just took a little while for me to figure out my own footing. But here we are together. So there's any number of businesses that you have not thought of. And I say that for myself. I didn't think of these things until I needed them. And I'm being conscious about where my dollars are going now. And it's not that I never wanted to support black businesses. It is that we were so scattered after the integration. And these large corporations like Walgreens, like Kroger's, like PNC, these larger corporations, they're more convenient. They have more advertising. They have more dollars to circulate your attention. So we were distracted. Whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, of course we think of it as bad. We got very distracted as a collective. And now we're coming back home. So I want you to think about the fact that when you need something, go to Google, go to your favorite internet door. That's what I call it, a window, a door, whatever you want to call it. Go to your favorite and say, hey, are there any black-owned this kind of business in my area? Are there any black-owned this kind of business? If it's something that you can get online, or you can wait for it to be shipped to you, by all means do that. And I'm also going to now add a caveat for those who are making the shift. I'm making the shift. I have two things of those bulk tissue papers that I like to buy, right? But when I get to my last section of tissue paper, I'm going to go to some place like Leafy, and I'm going to buy a box of tissue paper. Now, I'm in a position where I can do that. Not everybody is in a position where they can do that. So do what you can, when you can, how you can, and don't feel funny about it. We love you regardless, right? Okay. So I also have this morning, welcome, thank you for joining. I also have this morning for us a PSA. So last week, I encouraged you guys to let me know how you felt about me adding an inventor spot for the week, right? Because on The Forge, which is every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on TikTok Live, I do The Forge, where I cover a book of the week, I cover a creator for the week. I'm now going to cover an inventor for the week, and then we spotlight a particular business. And so, builders, you spoke, and BRW is listening. Starting next week, the weekly roster reviews adds a brand new segment, Inventor of the Week. Every Forge, we will spotlight a black inventor, past or present, whose genius helped shape the world we live in. Tune in next Wednesday on July 22nd and bring someone with you. This is going to be a staple to our lineup. Okay, so I wanted to let you guys know it is coming. It is done. I have heard you. Okay. So we still got a few fun things coming up in the show. Now, right now, on the marketplace, I always bring to you guys what BRW needs, because God gave me this vision. This is God's work. I understand that you're looking at me doing it, But this was God's thing. He downloaded this to me in about 30 seconds. And this is supposed to be a community thing because it really is not going to belong to me. It's going to belong to all of us. And that means that we've got to maintain it. We've got to build it. We've got to finance it. And we've got to get it up and running. So I come on here during the marketplace to let you guys know what is needed. So here we are. Builders, this section is the engine room. BRW is growing and growth requires infrastructure. Here is exactly what we need right now. And if you are watching, one of these may have your name on it. Oh, and I also wanted to veer off another little caveat today. I've got a lot going on today. So many things I really want to talk to you about. You'll notice something a little different today. Yes, I'm wearing my own hair today. This is as curly as it has been since I let that woman put that perm on my hair. I reached out this week to Bask and Lather, and I wanted to do a 90-day collaboration with them. I want to shave all of this permed stuff off. I know I'm going to look like a boy for a little while, but worse things have happened, right? And I want to use their products, and if not them, then another Black-owned hair care product. But they have done such a good job at advertising that I had already planned to buy some of their products, right? So I'm going to wait a couple of days, maybe a week or so, and see if they respond. If they don't, I'm still going to go ahead with my journey. So what I'd like to do is cut it all off just to where it's starting to grow out and getting curly right here down at the roots. And then I'm going to have it finger waved. I have a friend girl who says, oh, I've got a couple of people I'm going to reach out to find out. Because I tried 5 different hairstylists. And I didn't get anybody to say, hey, yeah, I do finger waves or whatever. And not only that, but I need somebody to work with my budget. I'm not going to spend $100 for you to wash, condition, and finger wave my hair. $50 maybe, $30 better. $40 is reasonable. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I need somebody to help me maintain and grow while I'm using good products, and at the same time is not going to gouge me, because we're working on one income right now and we're building a universe, okay? So I thought I'd share that piece of my journey with you. I meant to actually address this at the very beginning. Anyway, so let's talk about what BRW needs to grow. So there's 4 items that I want to bring up. The first one is a stackable platform for our universe. So yes, I could run out and build a directory right now, but after researching, I've learned that what I really need is a stackable universe, because we're going to have the marketplace there. There's going to be an educational component in there. There's going to be a community component in there. There's going to be some networking in there. So I need a universe, not just a directory, right? So I want to bring that to your attention. BRW operates across TikTok, YouTube, a landing page. I have a stand store with nothing in it right now. And I have an email address so that I can start taking email and putting you on a list, so that when we get this built out, I can let you know, okay, come on in, check out what we've got. And think of it as the digital spine. Everything links, everything tracks, everything serves the community. So we need a builder or a strategist who understands multi-platform infrastructure and can help us create a system that scales without fracturing. If you build digital ecosystems, by all means, please, BRW wants to speak with you. I appreciate it. Number 2, a product engine for TikTok, YouTube, and Stand Store. I am still struggling a little bit right now with even figuring out who should I go to just to offer t-shirts with our logos on it. It's all very overwhelming and a little bit confusing, and with the amount of time that I have to kind of concentrate on this right now until I'm able to leave my full-time job, it's been a challenge, a learning experience all the way, but a challenge, right? So content without product is conversation. Content with product is commerce, which is what we need. BRW needs a product engine, digital downloads, community memberships, educational resources, and merchandise developed and deployed across our platforms so that every episode creates a transactional opportunity. We need someone who understands TikTok Shop, YouTube monetization, and stand store strategy at the same time. If that is your lane, pull on up. We could certainly use your assistance. We also need, number 3, an attorney for shaping things up, that or a team. BRW is building permanent infrastructure, and permanent infrastructure requires legal architecture. We need a business attorney who understands Black enterprise, who can help us structure chapters, protect intellectual property, formalize board agreements, and build the legal foundation that makes everything we do last. Black attorneys, Black law firms, and allies who serve our community with excellence. BRW is calling. And then last but not least for this particular episode, businesses, creators, and artists of all kinds. The directory is the foundation. We need Black-owned businesses, independent creators, visual artists, musicians, educators, healers, and organizers to step into this ecosystem. BRW gives you the platform, the community, the amplification, and the infrastructure. You bring your work, your excellence, and your commitment to building something permanent. Thank you so much for joining. I see you guys jumping in. This is an open call. If you build, create, teach, organize, or dream in service of Black community infrastructure, BRW is your forge. Bring your work. We'll bring the platform, the paperwork, and the people. And this is our second renaissance, y'all, our financial renaissance, y'all. And this time, what we build will be permanent. It will last. All right, moving on to some more good stuff today. So our next segment of the show is the Diaspora Pit Stop, right? And so every week I like to highlight what's going on in the diaspora, because as I said at the beginning of the show, we're going to build, Black Americans are going to build everything they need here in the country of our origin, and then we're going to meet the diaspora in the middle. And then we'll just take over the world. Why not? So this week's Diaspora Pit Stop is Tribes of... it's not Tribes of America. I actually... oh boy. I did that a little bit backwards, didn't I? Okay, that's all right. We can pivot. Hold on. We can pivot. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Oh, let me go back over here to where I kept my notes. Here we go. So I actually changed that... I changed it because Tribes of America apparently is a marketplace somewhere in Atlanta, Georgia. I was unable to properly find information about them. So I actually switched gears a little bit, and I thought I had done a better job. I thought I had replaced the piece that I needed to replace, but apparently I did not. Diaspora spot. Okay, so I changed it to Tribe and Spice, which is an African and Caribbean food restaurant. Okay, so we're still gonna do the right thing. And actually, hold on. Watch this, because like I said, you ain't gonna stop this show. So let's come back over here to Aisha AI. That's my girl. I love her. Also, Black owned. It is a chat GPT, and it's called Aisha AI. It's my girl. I enjoy her very much. Okay, Aisha. I need info on this company for Marketplace today. Let's do a paragraph. Paragraph. There we go. Thank you. Okay. And we will put in and here we go. I love this little tool. If you're not doing anything online, or if you have been tiptoeing around what to do online, Chat GPT is your friend. Aisha right now is my best friend because we spend so much time together. I talk to her about all kinds of things. I am learning tons and tons. But anyway, okay, so it still didn't do what I wanted it to do. That's okay. Okay, so it still didn't do what I wanted it to do. That's okay. You're not flexible. You're not going to get anywhere in life. Okay, so I need info on this company. I actually have an excerpt for you, but I wanted to talk to you a little bit about them as well. I don't want to just throw stuff out at you. I want to give you a little bit of context. So let's do this. All right, now, review. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. Here we go. Okay, here we go. So Tribe and Spice is a Jamaican African fusion takeout. Tribe and Spice, now open in Atlanta's West Side at 899 MLK Junior Drive, Southwest, is a takeout only concept, blending Jamaican and African flavors into a culinarily rich menu. The restaurant's concept is built on two pillars: Tribe, honoring African heritage and diaspora cultures, and Spice, celebrating the shared flavors of Africa and the Caribbean. And so now we can watch our commercial for this wonderful business. And here we go. We're going to go ahead and add it. You should see me over here trying to make stuff happen. We're going to add this so that you can see the commercial, okay? Okay, that didn't work out. Hold on, y'all. Maybe I'm a little bit too excited. Hold on. Let's copy. I did it this way because I had so much trouble on Wednesday. Okay, so it's still not working exactly the way I want. Okay, I'm not doing something proper. Hold on. I'll learn. Figure it out. I tell you what. Hold on. There you go. There's more than one way to skin a cat. I keep trying to tell you. Okay, now let's come over here and do it so you can see it as well. Okay. Them want me get awful like them on the dance. I am going to. There you go. Them want me get awful like them on the dance. Okay, guys, so I hope you enjoyed that little commercial. I just wanted to show you a little bit of footage of their food. Oh, I'm hungry. I haven't had any breakfast or coffee yet. Just a little bit of water. And I am starving. They look delicious. Okay? All right, so that is our diaspora spot of the week. I meant to actually put their picture on here. I tell you, it's a lot of little things all the time. But now we're going to move on to our community resource for the week. And I've also got a little excerpt for you there as well. So the national, I did not know this exists. I feel so foolish when I find these things because I know we're everywhere. I know we do everything just like everyone else on earth. If you pick us up and drop us off on the other side of the world, at least two of us together, we're going to build. And that means that you're inventing, that means you're creating, that means you're doing the work of living. So we do everything that everyone else does, right? But I was so embarrassed because I didn't know this existed. So the National Black Food and Justice Alliance, the NBFJA, the National Black Food and Alliance organizes black farmers, food activists, and community leaders across the United States to reclaim black land, build food sovereignty, and dismantle food apartheid in black communities, because a lot of more impoverished black concentrated communities are deserts for fresh foods. They have a lot of processed foods in their stores because they are shelf worthy. Anyway, thank you for joining. The NBFJA connects black-led urban farms, one of the things that we wanted to build, rural land trust, which is one of the things we're going to build, and community gardens into a national network that fights for policy change while putting fresh, culturally appropriate food directly into black neighborhoods. For builders working in health, nutrition, land rights, or community organizing, the NBFJA is a resource, a network, and a movement worth plugging into. Find them at blackfoodjustice.org. blackfoodjustice.org, and connect with a chapter near you. And I have this little excerpt for you to enjoy. And this is from one of the co-founders, Dara Cooper. It's just a little excerpt. Here we go. Okay. Well, that's irritating, ain't it? Okay, y'all, hold on. I didn't realize that it wouldn't just open up for me. Okay, let's log in. Always something extra with these people. This is why when you have to use someone else's platform to create something. Whew, I can't wait till we have our own. Okay, let's try it again now that I'm signed in. Okay. Add. Here we go. Come on, guys. Play nice with the kid. Okay. So that still didn't seem to work. I think it's because I'm picking it up and bringing it over here. So here's what we'll do. All right, let's do this. See, sometimes you just don't know until you actually try to do something. And we'll go to videos. So I'm going to put just Miss Cooper. Oh, here's another good segment. Let's see if this one will play for us, okay?
My name is Dara Cooper.
Yeah, let's see if, oh, I like this one even better. Let's see if this one will play for us. Oh, and it's off of YouTube, so yeah, we're gonna have less trouble, right? Okay, hold on. Let me take this title. Thank you for joining. I see you guys jumping in here. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're gonna go to the YouTube channel just to make sure that this is, yes. Okay. You're gonna like this one even better.
My name is Dara Cooper.
Just a second here.
I'm with the...
And I will be able to share that with you. I was all excited. I was like, ooh, look at me doing something. Can't get it to work. Okay, add. Here we go.
My name is
Okay, hold on. Stop playing.
My name is Dara Cooper. I'm with the National Black Food and Justice Alliance. I am the co-founder and executive director. I got involved in food justice because years ago, as a community organizer and an activist, I'm talking to people in the community, and we are talking about what food looks like in our communities. So I remember about 15 years ago, I thought about food disparities, and I thought immediately about Jim Crow. And I thought about the drastic and the ways in which disparities that are racialized, explicitly racialized, were codified into law to say Black people were worth inferior food, housing, what have you, but we know better.
She really is fulfilling a lot of the ancestors' wishes and dreams and hopes, and that's a beautiful thing.
In short, food justice is rooted in liberation work. We cannot achieve food justice without liberation work, and we can't achieve liberation.
I'm not allowed to continue doing that. Apparently, I was letting it run too long. I didn't realize that I couldn't do that. Okay, but you get the gist, and now you have a face to the organization. Again, that is the National Black Food and Justice Alliance and the NBFJA, so make sure you connect with one of their chapters. I'm certainly going to reach out as the founder of BRW because I don't have to build stuff from the ground up. There are so many people doing so many things in so many areas. We just need to pull all of these people together collectively so that everybody knows we're here. And I like the idea that it will be word of mouth instead of being advertised on national television. Does that make sense? Because that keeps us thriving, but it keeps us small enough that we are not drawing too much attention to ourselves until it's too late. Does anybody else understand what I'm getting at? Yes. Okay. Awesome. So that brings us to the end of our show today. Where are we at? I went through that like Bruce Lee. I say that every week. I keep trying to lengthen it by adding more value to the episodes. And still, I talk a mile a minute. I get so excited. So we're going to go ahead and do our closing affirmation. I have enjoyed having you here today. I've enjoyed presenting this information. I've enjoyed presenting the videos and the little clips to help us understand how connected we are and how much progress has been made and continues to be made by Black Americans and others in this country. So everybody has, I think every clan just about has their own little hub within America. And that's what makes America beautiful, not all that other stuff that they're doing in the administration. That's usually very concentrated towards them. Anyway, different worlds in the same place. So here we go, our closing affirmation. What we have shared here has entered the record. Not merely digital, thank you for joining, but neural, social, and ancestral. The connections made, the knowledge transferred, the capital circulated. These are not ethereal, they are structural. We release this session with gratitude for the attention, the labor, and the trust invested by everyone present. We carry forward the understanding that our individual thriving is bounded to collective thriving, biologically, economically, and spiritually. We affirm that the world we are building is one where dignity is non-negotiable, where resources flow equitably, and where every voice that has been suppressed finds amplification. This is not the end. This is a node in a network that continues. Go build, go connect, go belong. We return when the coordinates align. So peace, everybody. Thank you so much for being here for BRW, Black Renaissance Worldwide. Again, I am Rochelle, and I'm going to call you to action on our way out. Builders, before you go, here's how you plug in and stay connected to every BRW, to everything that BRW is building. Follow and engage right here on TikTok. I also have a page on YouTube, Black Renaissance Worldwide. We come right up. We're the most active. Hit that follow button now so you never miss a live. Share this stream while you're still on, so every share brings another builder into the room. That is how we grow this thing. Subscribe on YouTube by all means, please, and thank you. Every episode lives there after the live. Share it with someone who needs it. Find us at the link in the bio. You can also email me. You can see right there our email address is blackrenaissanceworldwide@gmail.com. Go to our landing page. Please sign up with your email address so that when we build the site, we can alert you that it's up and running. Write to us directly if you like and put "I'm in the subject line. We will take it from there. We go live every week. Wednesdays we have the Forge at 10 a.m. Saturday we have the Marketplace at 10:30. And Sunday we have the Sanctuary at 11 a.m. And the Sanctuary is where we get together and we spend some quiet time together listening to a Black musical artist off of YouTube. So please join me tomorrow for about an hour of rejuvenation and restoration. I spend a lot of that time building BRW, something for and about BRW. As a matter of fact, I believe what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, because I'm starting to reach out to other businesses now, I believe I'm going to be doing some emails tomorrow. So, because I've got about 10 different companies that I want to make connection with. I want to offer them the ability to be featured here, even though eventually I'm going to do it either way. So BRW is indeed live. We are building permanent infrastructure for Black economic self-determination, and you're now a part of it. From boycott to buyout to build worldwide. Again, last and foremost, I am Rochelle. This is Black Renaissance Worldwide. And remember, please remember, leave the world better than it was when you woke up, because you'll thank yourself for it, right? I'll see you again here tomorrow at 11 a.m., July 19th for the Sanctuary. Thank you so much for your time and your effort with me today. I think I'm going to just hang out for another 3 minutes so I get my 45 minutes on. If you want to keep hanging out with me, please feel free to do so. If you have any questions, by all means, put them in the chat. I would be more than happy to have conversation with you guys. Does anyone have questions? Or do you have a subject that you would like to see featured here? Please feel free. Tap the screen. Let me know you're there and watching. We've got about 3 minutes, and I'm just going to hang out with you guys. Matter of fact, here, I'll do something productive with myself. Let's go back over here. Wait a minute, that's not what I wanted. Let's go over here to our internet. Since I didn't do this before, how foolish of me. Since I didn't do it before, I'll do it now. I didn't have a picture of the Tribe and Spice, right? So let's add Tribe and Spice for tomorrow's show. Tribe and Spice, right? I can do that in 3 minutes. I'm telling you, I'm so hungry. Ooh, I like this picture. Ooh. I'm sorry, I gotta show you this picture. This one is beautiful. So we're gonna save this picture as Tribe and Spice. And I want to JPEG it. Yes, JPEG. Okay, here we go. And then I'm going to add it to the screen in real time so you can see what I found. Image, add. Tribe and Spice. Add. Oh, I think this is a beautiful picture. Look at that. I'll let you see it for just a second here. Okay, so now I'm going to find a nice landing spot for it. We'll rearrange things just a little bit here so that we can keep things moving in a positive direction, right? Oh, okay, so here's what we'll do. We'll scoot that here and we'll put this here. We'll scoot this over here. We'll put this here. Yeah, I don't want to. And then it'll be up tomorrow morning when we get together for our sanctuary. Okay, I think we've done it. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for coming to the show today. I hope to see you again tomorrow. And if not, I'll see you on Wednesday.